Hello, all. I'm Mike with WriterSanctuary. Well, last week we wrapped up the classes for fiction writing workshop and biological anthropology, and I don't think I did too bad. I did score 94% in biological anthropology, so I know I have an A in that. But the fiction writing workshop, I don't know. He doesn't grade throughout the term, so I have no idea how well I did. So I'm crossing my fingers I got an A. Um, it was a lot to go through. Now, the fiction writing workshop was perhaps the most difficult between the two, but not because of a lack of knowledge. It was mostly a very fast-paced class. It was a 16-week course that was crammed into 5, so there was lots of writing and reading. Now, I wrote quite a few stories that I will publish on michaelbrockbank.com starting this week, including my final, which was a bit of a horror, so I can gauge that Google's not going to be picking up that website anytime soon. Now, out of the entire class, I love workshops. It's kind of like having a classroom full of beta readers. And a lot of them pointed out an issue that I already knew I had, which is I wasn't being as detailed when writing the descriptions and everything in the first draft. That's because I write light. My goal is to get the story out, and then subsequent edits, I add far more detail to it. Like with Kingmaker, I think I ended that first draft around 75,000 words or so, and I wound up adding almost 15,000 words to it. So, not being detailed is something I already know. And I found that quite a few of the cohort liked my twisted sense of humor, especially with the horror one. A couple of people said that they'd never read horror before, but I piqued their interest in it, in the genre. And 14 out of 15 people loved the story. The one person was, I don't know, not. She wasn't at all about the story. So, not going to please 100% of the people 100% of the time. 14 out of 15, that's still fairly good. Now, the biological anthropology class was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it immensely. And I think going through the whole aspect of being an anthropologist is something that's definitely on my to do list. After I get my bachelor's in creative writing, I'm going to get a bachelor's in science for anthropology. And it was. It was a lot of fun. I got to explore all kinds of stuff that I didn't know. Now, I had a little bit of an inkling to it because I've always been interested in anthropology and archaeology. But there was stuff that we went over that I didn't know existed. So that that's why you go to college, I guess. Like learning about the beginning stages of evolution. That was a lot of fun. I know there's probably some creationists out there, but I'm too much of a scientist. Artifacts or it didn't happen. It was a lot of fun learning about the different tools between the different Homo genus as it progressed, like Oldowan tools and beyond. So that was pretty fun. I can't wait to write about that in anthcodex.com. And yeah, it was very interesting. Got to understand why it's believed that Africa is the cradle of life. It's mostly because of how the continent separated millions of years ago. I wasn't sure how I was going to do in a biology class. I've never been big on biology, but going back and looking at all the different things like how DNA works and RNA and um, how alleles are passed from generation to generation, and why humans adapt to their surroundings and why we are so different. That was very interesting. I enjoyed the whole class. And I even came across a few mysteries that they aren't sure about, and got my imagination going. So yeah, I'll be writing stories to explain those. That's the hardest part about being an anthropologist is that I don't want to be labeled a pseudoscientist. I am hardcore about the facts and the data, but anthropology, especially like the older you go, further back you go, the more ideas you can get from it. And so, uh, well, it's like H.P. Lovecraft. He knew his stories were fiction, but people he built a cult following out of it who believed it. And so, uh, I mean, I'm not comparing myself to H.P. Lovecraft. I'm just saying that even though I write fiction, I bet there's probably people out there that are probably holding it up as gospel. I don't know. But I don't want to get lumped into the pseudoscience. So that's a really tricky line to walk. All in all, I had a good time. Both classes were amazing. It was the one, like I said, the fiction writing workshop was so fast paced. We were writing stories every other day, lots and lots of reading because you had to read and reply and respond to every single post that came up. And when you have I think I was 16 people in my class. So that's 16 stories that I had to write or read every other day. And it's a lot. Luckily, I did as well as I could given the circumstances. So I'm crossing my fingers that I got better than a B. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out as soon as they post the grades, which they haven't done yet. And they probably won't until like the first week of fall semester, which is weird. I wish they would just pop them up. I mean, it's the 21st century, man. Come on now. We have technology coming out of our ass. You're gonna tell me that you can't put the grade anyway. I'm gonna go on a rant. That's not. So what's next? Well, I'm going to be going full time in the fall, which begins in 2 weeks. So I get a 2 week reprieve. Um, I'm doing cultural diversity in modern world, which is an anthropology class. It's going to count towards my elective for my creative writing degree, and it'll count towards my bachelor's in anthropology afterwards. So I'm trying to get done as much as that degree as possible. That way, it's only going to take me a year and a half to get it because all my core classes are going to be done, and a lot of my electives for this one are related to the next one. And so I'm just going to be cutting down as much time as possible. I'm doing intro to literature and film, which I'm pretty excited about. I want to do the screenplay writing, but I think this class is prerequisite to it, and so I'll be doing the intro to it. Then there's math for liberal arts. There wasn't really much of a description, so I have no idea what the hell that is, and I'm hoping it's not algebra because I kind of suck at that. Well, I guess if I can go through and I'm sure I can cram it all into my head, but I've always been good with numbers, and so I'm not too worried about it. And lastly is Intro to Psychology, which is the second time I've had to take this class because they wouldn't take the credits from the first time around back in 2001. And that's okay. I enjoyed psychology when I was there at Westwood. I doubt we'll be able to do our paper on saving grace. That was an amazing paper. If you haven't seen Saving Grace, it's a fun movie. But anyway, I did my psychology paper on that. We had a choice. The class had a choice between Saving Grace and Memento. Now, Memento would have been far better for psychology, but everybody voted on Saving Grace, and it was interesting. So I waited till the last minute to change my classes. So these are the only ones that really piqued my interest. A lot of the ones that I wanted to do were full and waitlisted, that's what happens when you wait 2 weeks before class starts. So I had to pick I think I picked math and psychology because I was out of options. So at least my core classes will be done. Well, mostly done. I still have to take a language. That's why I'm not too worried about taking the math and psychology classes because that gets all that out of the way. That way, I have nothing but fun stuff left. I call it fun stuff, and that's because it's the stuff that piques my interest. I'm really excited for the creative writing stuff that is coming up, and I have to take all these prerequisites first and move on. And so, yeah, I'm jazzed. Wonder what I'll have to go through and figure out what classes I need next because when you do the audit, um, you kind of have to sift through all the different things that you've done, and what needs a prerequisite, and what classes are available. Probably should have spoke to my school advisor, but I don't think I've ever spoken to her once yet. Probably should. But that means I have a lot going on this fall. I think it's going to be manageable. I did fairly well with the online courses, especially with the 5 week one crammed up my butt, and I was able to handle it all. So I'm hoping that the 16-week online courses won't be nearly as stressful, and I should be able to swing it. Now, whether I'll be able to make YouTube videos and blog posts, that's remains to be seen because I still have to find a home and a job. It'll be more difficult to maintain my 4.0 this time around, not because the classes are hard, but because that time is not on my side. I need to be out of the house soon. I still haven't found a job, and I have no idea where I'm going to be living in 2 weeks. So um, my priority is my school, because if I'm paying $9,500 for this term, because my scholarship and grants are eating up the majority of what I owe, I want to make sure the money's worth it. I don't want to waste $9,000. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me today. Let's cross our toes and fingers and eyes and hope that I can get through it unscathed. But that's really going to be, I guess, mostly up to me, how I'm going to be able to handle everything with the sheer amount of chaos that's going on right now. And I still need to pack up the house. Luckily, I can get that done this week and don't have to worry about trying to pack while I'm doing classes. And I don't know, time management is the key. So let's let's cross our fingers and hope everything works out for the best, because I'm running out of options. Anywho, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. For more videos about self-publishing, blogging, freelance writing, or anything else I cover, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to edit this video and work on a blog post. I'll see you next time.